Hello, good morning, beautiful souls. How are you today? Thank you for being here at the channel. So if you watched yesterday's message, I started here. We're bringing in crystal oracle and angel numbers. So if you're somebody that loves to work with crystals or follows numbers, you'll love these readings, I think, this week. And I have the Light Seers Tarot as well. Yesterday, we had pyrite, and I was looking to see if I had some pyrite. I think this is a combination of pyrite, so I did bring it in. And it's about, balance and protection. And I tapped in prior to turning on the camera, and I heard that it's like, be the light that you want to see in the world. There is some belief that, that there are going to be things out there in the world that you need to protect yourself from. And I think there is some truth to that. But what I heard is that you will see the light in others. And the more we all become these lighter beings, it's just naturally by stepping into our truth and our own power, is we become lighter. The more we release the things that we are not, the lighter that we become. And that light is seen by others and shows others like literally how to be. And then we see the light in others. So that means that the shadow elements, or the things where, we can't be taken advantage of by others, when we become this light being. I was literally like seeing it walking on the earth, and like the whole earth radiating with light. So that was very exciting actually this morning. And thank you for hanging in. Yesterday's message, I watched it again, and it looked like, wow, this was a lot about me. So I hope that some of it resonated with you as well. And let's see what we get today in the reading. So the card that popped out here is petrified wood. Oh, I love petrified wood. I do have this. So I've decided to bring in the crystals that show themselves. So I love petrified wood. When I lived in California, I found this massive log. Unfortunately, I left it there when I left, but it was this massive log that was in behind the vineyards where I was staying, and it was just stunning. And so I like tripped over it. And so petrified wood, the first thing that I'm noticing is it brings in obviously this earth energy and history. And this is, petrified wood takes millions of years to create, I believe. Hopefully, if I'm wrong, please share that with me. But it starts out as a tree, a living being, and then becomes like a crystallized form of itself. And I think there's some relevance also. As I was seeing the light, like me emanating light and the whole planet being light, I think that's partly it. It's like we are part of the earth. We are the elements of the earth. We are light. We are water. We are, the soil. So there is a crystalline part of us that I think is becoming illuminated. And when I say that you can see it, I almost feel like it's a sensing. It's not a visual seeing. It's an ability to be able to sense the light or the dark or the shadow in other people. So the more that you shine, the less people can trick you or deceive you or any of these things, because you literally, it's like when you turn a light on or bring a candle into a dark room. You are the source of the light. Therefore, when people come into your awareness, you can see them better, if that sounds right. Okay, so let me read what the guidebook. This is Toni, Carmine, Salerno. And the card is about standing the test of time, transformation, and strength. So that's what I'm seeing, is us transforming the planet and ourselves and becoming stronger and more light bodies. It says, it's possible to stand firm in your beliefs, yet also show compassion towards other. A magical transformation is about to occur through an unexpected turn of events. It's all a result of the strength and commitment that you have shown towards something you truly believe in. It will soon be time to accept your reward. I love it. Yesterday we had 777 as well about choices and receiving. It will soon be time to accept your reward, knowing you were right after all, which I don't think that's what it's about, but it's confirmation, because I think that's one of the things that yesterday I opened up with is like, we are in this moment and we have been, like I was saying, I feel very, very different, but things are looking the same. And that's what this is showing, is that, yes, just keep going forward, because that's what we're going to see now, is we're going to be able to see the things that, that we are feeling, basically. So let's go to the angel numbers. This is by the Pulp girls, which I don't know if they have other, collaborations, but it's really a fun way to look at numbers. And if you're kind of a number geek like me, I see numbers all the time, and they really do. It's fun if you are somebody that sees numbers to kind of dive in and get the history of some numbers. Oh, reward with 88. Wow, I love this. So yeah, it also feels like, if you've been to the channel, and please forgive my nails, I've been working in the yard. If you've come to the channel, what I've been saying over the last, month really, or several weeks, is that it seems like we start out the Monday message, and then the readings seem to be building on that. The readings keep going. So again, this is reiterating what we heard here, is standing the test of time, seeing the reward for what you've been doing in the world. And eights are about, this continuum, this understanding that you're in a cycle, and the ability to kind of see where you're at in that cycle. And I love that yesterday was triples, which is really, it's like, I feel like the more numbers you get, the more of that energy that you feel. And this is double eights. And yeah, so this beautiful purple energy around the third eye is coming forward, as well as, us really being able to see the rewards. So let's go into the light seers. So we have a lot of strength, crystal information, light, rewards for where we have been. And what, I'm going to take this one. So this is Six of Cups. The Six of Cups brings in a little bit of nostalgia. It's like I was saying here, this figure eight, seeing the cycle of something. And that's what this, I feel like, is bringing in. Being able, after a time of change, because the 5 that comes before it is all about change. And it's kind of in the middle of your cycle. This is showing that in this cycle, there are things that kind of come in and leave. And a lot of times what we forget is that we repeat things. We're on this repeater continuum. It's like we go up, things are great, things are not so good, things are changing, we're growing and dying, we're transforming constantly, and we are on this ebb and flow, this ever-ending cycle. And that's what this is showing, is that after a time of really great change, you have an opportunity to kind of take a look at where you've been and where you're going, and you can see a little bit of the transformation that you've been on, which is part of the reward, really, because that's what I was saying yesterday, is like when you feel it and you can't really see it, it's a little bit confusing. This could also mean that something from the past is coming back. Okay, that card jumped out and fell on the floor. Wow. Okay, it was the Queen of Wands, which we had in yesterday's reading. And I think that a lot of times when they come back in, there's additional information. So yesterday I was talking about the light. And it's also about your creativity, your ability to create something. And when I was seeing, as I was, kind of meditating before the reading, as I was seeing, us like a figure walking on the planet, and the whole planet be illuminating, but also the figure walking being illuminated. And the Queen of Wands has the ability to understand her light and her creativity and what she brings to a situation. It's the best of the feminine energy, the highest of the feminine energy as it comes to creativity and passion and sexuality and being really confident in who you are. That's why she's looking at her light and celebrating. She's celebrating who she is because she understands her value. And she's like this, this is really, this card embodies this message today about the importance of being the light that you want to see in the world. She's sitting on this, she's surrounded by light. She recognizes her value, the creativity, what she's bringing, and the magic within that. There's a magic in knowing and trusting in your innate abilities, in your intuitive self. So don't be discouraged by some ugliness that's going on in the world, or by some fear mongering where people are saying, you have to do this, or if you don't do this, this is going to happen. It's a control tactic because they want your light. They want to dim your light, right? Because the dimmer the light, the less you see. So I think this is a really beautiful message. I'm going to end it here about standing the test of time, standing in your strength, be the crystallized form of who you've been growing into all these years. And what does that mean? Be the light, be the magic, be the rainbow. If you've ever looked at a crystal and seen the rainbow inside, it has the magic held within. Even a small piece of crystal has the magic of the whole. And even though you may feel small or like you're just one tiny person, you are the magic of the whole, of your whole ancestry, of stardust, of the planet, of, God's source, whatever. You are a piece of all of that, which means that you hold the information, the magic of all of that. And that we are here just really, I think, to get back to that, to show ourselves the good and the bad, right? To show ourselves the things that we don't like so we can really become the things that we do want to see in the world. So thank you so much for joining me here at the channel. If you like the messages, give it a thumbs up. And if you find it inspiring and that someone else might enjoy the reading, please pass it on. Until tomorrow, have an amazing day. Bye now.